Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am live with ERF. All being well, I believe that should be working. Everyone should be happy. Just waiting for thumbs up from race control. We're ready to rock and roll. So we're going straight into the action then. Right, we got Oblique Flinton first, Alex 10 for second, Darlin 119 for third, Razor 10 for 24 for fourth. I'm going to have to make this full screen. And we're just getting themselves prepped, run ready. Qualifying has been completed. The race lights are gone. Let's get it on. Let's see a nice steady pull away. From the start, everyone's going to complete their formation laps. And then everyone should be ready to rock and roll. Well, we get our settings handled and away. Everybody is just completing laps, getting themselves warmed up, getting themselves prepped, primed, and ready to go. I'll have a quick run down through the grid and see who's got what and where they've got it. So, Eric Slim is going to lead us away into first position. We've got, I'm going to apologise in advance, but I'm going to get all of these names wrong, so sorry. YT Obelix VR is in second. CWM Nor, oh my word, that's the name. Nor Antares is in third. We've got Dylan in for fourth, 0-19. Resistance Italia is in fifth. Razor 1024 for sixth. Toto Wolf JP for seventh. Distinctive Flow, eighth position. Thomas Batty for ninth. Hiddy 64 for 10th. Ooh, Il Caparoon in 11th. CWM Storm Pacer for 12th. We've got Ava Goobuddy for 13th, and Max Out Finn is in 14th, bringing up the rear. Everyone just getting primed, prepped, and selected. As soon as everything's ready to rock and roll, we shall be laughing. Looks like we've got to go from race control that the stream is live and active, so we are happy. We're just currently monitoring Alex Slim right now. Let's just see if we can just dial us. There we go. That's all good and hunky dory. Yeah, I think everything's good. We'll go through liveries, we'll go through positionings, we'll go through historic events that have led up to this penultimate round in Suzuka. Momentarily, I believe stint number 2 will be beginning once everyone has completed various stop checks, got themselves acquainted with the tyres, the cars, the track, the conditions, and everything else that's in between. And then we're ready to rock and roll. I apologise in advance if I do sound a little bit rusty. This is my first commentary stream for probably about 6 to 8 months. So, going to be a bit slow, a little bit rusty, but I'm sure once we get the hang of it and I'll butcher a few more names, we'll be fine. As I see, Distinct Flow is having a little bit of a, I don't want to say a traffic jam, but just casually chilling and taking his time through the field, getting himself ready for what will be, promises to be a very, very intense battle for the second stint of this 4-hour endurance race at Suzuka. I'll just check it over my notes. You will hear a few clickety-clacks. That's my keyboard clacking in the background there, just so everybody's you know, aware, and I'm checking over stats and things like that. Normally if I had a minion with me, he'd be doing this for me, but unfortunately my minion has departed, so it's just myself and I. Looks like everyone's completed their laps, I think. Everyone feels pretty good. I think, let's see who's got now. So we've got a few going in the pits. Yeah, I think everyone's going to be pretty happy. Some fantastic liveries on track at the moment. I mean, it really goes to show the quality of the craftsmanship that goes into these liveries is absolutely astounding. Look at some beautiful side-on liveries there. Look at this. My phone's making noises. Stupid thing. Mechanics there, poised, primed and prepped, ready to do whatever GT7 mechanics do, which probably isn't a lot, let's face it. So everyone's done their installation laps. Just getting ready for the nod from race control, and I'm sure that will be happening momentarily once stint 1 has been completed. Stint 2 will be underway. Excuse me. It's the calm before the storm. Everyone's getting themselves primed and prepped. A vast amount of fuel in each of the cars. Looks like everything is good. Everything's smooth. So can we get a quick rundown on the standings at the moment? We've got Distinct Flow, is currently in first position. Then we've got Alex Havey, Alex MK for third and fourth. Tim Law, sorry, for fourth position. Fifth position is TDR Speed Hunter. Then sixth we've got CWM Noah Antiris for sixth. Seventh position is CWM GT Racer 22. Eighth position Resistance ITA, Resistance Italia. Ninth position is S7R Pole Sitter. That's quite a ballsy name for ninth, but we'll take it. VRT. Oh my, oh God. Pastina Calda is in 10th position. Road Runner JR08 is in 11th position. Then we got S7R Slipstream, for 11th. Alex Bosworth is in 12th. Distinctive Simon is in 13th. Wax Yours Strappen for 13th. What a fantastic name. CMW Storm Pacers in 14th. Eric Slim for 15th. Roadrunners 7815 is 16th. Dylan 0119 17th. Heidi 64 is in 18th. Thomas Batty 19th. SR7 Stig Zander for 19th. And Visual Racer is in 20th. That is your championship standings. How are we looking on the team front? So the team standings, we got in first position Track Design Racing, followed by Clockwork Motorsport, Avix Racing for third, Syndicate Sector Racing for fourth, GT Finland Racing is fifth, CLR Ray Racing for sixth, DC Team for seventh, Escuda Panthria is in eighth, and Tavalea Racing, apologies in advance, I really can't get these names right, is in 9th. Vez Racing Team for 10th. Project Revolution for 11th. Transatlantic Racing for 12th. GT Swiss Racing is in 13th position. New Velocity Racing Team is 14th. Spider GT Racing is in 15th. GTMA Racing is in 16th. Project 1 Racing for 17th. And then 18th, 19th, 20th and 21st. All I can't get my word. I told you I was rusty. All of them old 18th position with Gran Turismo Italia, Aquanex Racing, Team Ames, and Unim Esports. I really cannot get my wordings absolutely so rusty. It's rustier than an old barn gate. So everyone is rocking and rolling. We are literally just waiting for the nod from a race control. Let's move back up to the gate. So we're just going to maintain ourselves on Alex Slim for the time being. Oh, dearie me. So if we've got any background information we could quickly harbage onto anyway before the racing begins. So Clockwork Motorsport, I've got special liveries for this particular event. Hatsumiki Itachi liveries for the Japanese race to embrace the local culture. We're watching out for that and keeping a good eye on that at some point. Transatlantic Racing has got the Suzuka circuit car made through a beautiful pattern, multiple balloon lines, which I'm very much going to be looking out for. So let's find him somewhere. The Suzuka, Dylan, there we go. Oh, what a line. I tell you, the liveries is absolutely something to behold with these races. It really is. Have a look at that one. So, in total, we've got drivers from 37 different nationalities have come together to race in this event. So, ERF is a GT Challenge. Sorry, ERF GT Challenge. Go on, Bennett. So, the idea of this federation is to bring drivers around from all over the world to compete in this endurance, to really put themselves to the test and see how they can compete, how they compare, sorry. First half of Stint 1 and Stint 2, the weather system will be sort of comparable to real life weather, obviously given the the limitations of Gran Turismo, but the guys in the race control will do their best to maintain that it's accurate, shall we say. Racing soft tyres are mandatory for each of the driver's stints, so that will have to be done. So, mandatory pit stops, everyone will have to be rocking and or rolling. And we are literally just waiting now for the nod from race control to say that we can rock and roll. And I'm having a few controller difficulties, which I shall now sort out. There we go. Right, that's taken care of that. I've got that problem. Skip. Right, tyres are being changed. Races are getting ready. Eric Slim is ready to rock and roll. He's like a coiled spring poised to attack. Tyres are changed. Installation laps completed. Fuel is going in. We are literally just waiting for the nod now. He's going to lead us off. And he's on his way. Eric Slim is out on track. Is anyone else going to join him? No, looks like Slim's the first out. We shall stick with the man, the myth, the legend. Looks like we've got another car that's heading out on track now. Max out Finn from Finland. Eric Slim, compatriot. Resistance Italia also joining us. Max out Finn, there he is. In the red and white livery car, number 66. Resistance Italia, car number 23 in the white Nissan GT. Beautiful, nice little livery looking on that one actually. Got Max out in the BMW, Eric Slim. That car does sound absolutely fantastic. Pure audio porn, that is, going on there with that engine and that Ferrari. It's bloody beautiful. Right, all being well, everything should be rocking and all rolling. I believe we are going and everyone should be on their way. Razor 1024 on track. We got Capelman on track. Distinctive Flow is joining us. Storm Pace is also coming out. On their out laps now. Staggering start. Everyone's doing their thing. Right, as we see Eric Slim now is going around to complete his out laps, just about to start the next one. And we're underway. There's Max out Finn. Alright, let's see how Eric Slim. We'll just stick with Eric Slim for this lap. Oh, okay, that's not according to the script there. A little bit of a alternate movement, shall we say. Apologies for the low game audio. I've just been informed it's a little bit low, so hopefully that would have increased now. See that's a little bit better so everybody's liking. Like I said before, first one back for new rig and everything else in between. So let's see what we can see on track. So Obelix VR still in the pits, chilling out. Hayden 64. Just kind of enjoying that, just making his way through the S's now. Dunlop corners, curbs coming up. There it is. Got a few individuals into the hairpin. Let's see if we can find them on board. There we go. There's Dylan 0119 coming and working his way through the spoon corner. Just coming to the exit here. Right, hopefully the audio should be a little bit louder now. Hopefully everyone's working and happy. Alright, Thomas Batty, 9th position. Just closing up on CWN Nor Antares. Bit of dirty air going to be happening now right now, so hopefully it won't get too much understeer. A little bit of lag from this, wherever to Thomas Batty now. That's probably my setup there, so apologies in advance for that one. There we go, we just managed to catch the end of Storm Pacer there, having a little bit of a moment on the dirt. Oh, excuse me. Right, let's just make our way up through the field. Well, we've got to go. Eric Slim coming in and leading with a 10.4 second advantage. Fastest lap of a 201.294. Distinct Flow coming holds the fastest lap of a 159.282. As we see, Eric Slim's getting the blue flags waved, and he's gone purple in sector number 3. Just heading across 130R now into the chicane. Hopefully might be getting a little bit of a tow from car in front. Is it oblique? Nope. Across the line now at 158.947 for the new fastest lap from Mr. Eric Slim. And he's off and he's on his way. Right, what about Max Outfin? What can he provide for us? A 159.549. Currently holding into second position. As you can see, we're having a few little audio issues there, so I apologise in advance that the car audio is a little bit down. But at least you get to hear my beautiful voice, which, you know, isn't always a bad thing, it has to be said. So we're just going to sit with Resistance ITA, Resistance Italia, currently holding in third position at the moment. Fastest lap, 159.375. Eric Slim still maintains the overall fastest lap of 158.947. Here comes Resistance ITA now, just making his way through Spoon Corner. Heading down the back straight into 130R momentarily. Oh, that car looks planted through those corners. Look at that, not a sign of a wobble. Absolutely pinpoint perfect. Right. Makes it through the final chicane now. Driving for the line. Is this going to be a new fastest lap? Let's see. A 150. No, 159.603. Currently holds, maintains at third position. 16 seconds off the main lead. Comparable fastest lap time there. We've got Razor 10.24, fourth position. Who's that behind Razor? Oh, we've got a little bit of a traffic jam here with Ilel Capoman and Distinct Flow. Now, Distinct Flow is right up the back of Capo Man there in fifth position. Obviously, Dirty Air jostling for position there, giving it a nice tow up the hill. Will he see if he can slingshot past him? I think he's going for it. Into 130R. It's a ballsy move. This could go well as long as it's compliant. Oh, he just about tucks in. Car's going a little bit wide there off the track. He just about maintains, cuts back across, blocks off Capoman, sorry. Caporan, oh, whatever. Can't say his name. Apologise, I'm butchering everybody's names tonight. I am so sorry. So we have Distinct Flow coming at the moment, fifth position, 11.4 seconds behind Razor 1024, and got about half a second advantage over to Capo the man. I know they'll call him Capason before the day's out. I really will. Well, let's see what we got else going on in the field. There's a bit of a see if there's some tussling further down. We've got Storm Pacer currently in seventh position, fastest lap of 2 minutes, .514. Going about his business, running his race, keeping happy, keeping calm. Going everything as you can see. Oh, a little bit of a bump there, but otherwise all good. Let's see, no antennas. Anteria. Ooh, gone purple into the sector. 4.76 up on the overall best time, which is still held by Arik Slimmer, 158.947. You see he's just dipping his wheels into the grass there. Flying off into the distance. Here comes Spoon Corner. Let's see if he can make this through and make it stick. This car's just up in front of us, so there shouldn't be too much of a distraction. Shouldn't get dirty air from it either. The car should be able to maintain stability. Ooh, look at that little bit of a wobble there. Just a dab of the brakes. Maintains control. Lets it glide to the outside. Hits the power and back onto the back straight. Rides up the hill into 130R. Teres makes it through the final chicane now, driving for the line. Can we get a new faster lap? 58, 57, 58, 59. Oh no! But it does a personal best. 3 tenths up. 159.14154. Rocking and rolling. All good. Let's see what else we can see through the field. So, Thomas Batty, how is he? He's in 9th. He's 2.5 behind Nia and Teres. 11.3 ahead of Dylan. Whoa, massive little bit of a tank slapper there. The back end started to kick out on him. He caught it lovely, maintained control. Didn't lose too much time. It will cost him a few tenths here or there. But it keeps the car stable-ish, I suppose is the best way to describe that. We can hear cars screeching and rolling in the background there. He's pushing that thing to the absolute limit that he's got of adhesion to get back on terms with Noah Anterius. I'll probably get his name right by the end of the stream, which would be really, really frustrating. And when they watch this back, they're going to be even more frustrated by me butchering all the names. But anyway, I digress. Thomas Batty now, going through Dunlop corner, curb, whichever way one it is, down there into the hairpin. 0.2 down. 245 down, shall I say. Here comes the hairpin now. No such problems or shenanigans. It keeps the car nice and stable under control under braking. Turns it lovely. Simply lovely. Drives now into Spoon corner we go. All is going well. See, how's Dylan? 0.119 doing? He's 10.9 shy of Thomas Batty, 26.4 ahead of Eve Giabaldi. Giobadi? I don't know. My terrible impression of an Italian accent there. But Spoon Corner seems to be where I seem to be picking everybody up. There's Giobadi there, well 159.400 coming through the back straight to 130R now, all on his lonesome. We're on lap 7 out of 62, 2-hour stint. And we're up 0.072 up on a personal best into blue. How do we make it into the final hairpin? Oh, cool as a cucumber. No issues whatsoever. Everything's cool and everything's smooth. Drive to the line. Let's see if we can improve our time. Well, a 159.4 is the current best. Can he improve? Oh, no, he can't. Only by 16th hundredths. Still. Ah, here we go. So we've got, looks like Giobadi. I can't even say it. It's just coming out as Italian every time. Into the hairpin we go. Oh dear, that's a bit of a laggy spike on that one. I think we're going to have a bit of trouble following this unfortunate American driver. Who's that he's going to tag off there? Oh, get a nice little toe off down the main straight. How's Toto Wolf JP doing from Japan? 16 seconds shy of Giobadi and 1.2 ahead of Hyde 64, who's slowly but surely catching him, or her, or them. Fastest lap of 159.814. Distinctive Flow has got the fastest lap time currently at the moment, 158.912. But Toto Wolff at the moment only got a second advantage over Hyde 64, who is closing in, who is keeping that gap, slowly nibbling away. As we can see, it's almost going to be sub 1 second, so we'll just stick with these two. Oh, I see Hyde 64 is kicking up the dust and the dirt there. Pushing, trying to make his way onto the back of. He's actually lost a bit of tension, maybe pushing a little bit too hard. As I see Toto Wolff, JP is a little bit under on his fastest time, only by 100th or so. And we got Hyde 64 is closing him down. Hits the brakes, hits the turn to Dunlop. Curb, first one, a little bit of wobble going to the second one. Will he maintain it on the exit? Just about, yep. using all of the traffic, all of the car, tarmac and everything. As you see, Hive 64 now is increasing pace and time to get on terms with Toto Wolff. 1.3 behind and closing to 1.1. It's the yo-yoing effect right now. Obviously gets close down these straights and the dirty air kicks in, the car understeers, losing time, losing grip, and then you have to make it all back up again. It's got to be potentially wait for a well, I don't want to say wait for a mistake, I suppose, but maybe if you just hang around in the background long enough, might be able to force a potential error from Toto Wolff. We go at the back straight now. We've got a couple of cars at the hairpin. They're getting awfully close to one another, which we'll go and maintain. We'll go and view shortly. Oh no, straight through everyone. Lap 8 out of 62. How is our 14th position at the moment? Obelix VR. I wonder if this person is actually in VR. Currently flying about in the Porsche. Blue flags are waving, so obviously being lapped from the front, from the leading set. Fastest lap at 2 minutes .308 on lap 7. Let's stick with the sector, see if he's actually improving his time. See if as the fuel comes down, the times go faster. Let's see if he can actually improve. Is he up or is he down? Let's have a look. Going through a sector time, should be any moment now. Ooh, only 1.18 down. Not bad at all. Well, let's have a look through to the top field, shall we? Let's go to Adric Slim. Currently on his lonesome in first position with a 12.253 advantage. 1.58.947 is his fastest lap, which is absolutely nothing compared with Distinct Flow. Nothing in between the two. We've got, what, half a tenth? 500th of a second between them. Absolutely nothing to separate them. Max out Finn with a 59.425. So a little bit off the pace, but not by much. Second position. Who's that closing down? So Resistance Italia is in third position. Looking to make inroads. We've got a 1:59 and then a slew of 2-minute lap times. Consistent, a little bit off the pace of Max Out Finn and Adric Slim, but just as consistent and just as good. So we'll have to see how the times go. It's a 51-second advantage to Razor 1024 currently, which is a nice healthy buffer, especially when the pit stops come round. Racing softs have to be used at some point throughout the event. Speaking of which, Razor 1024, 3/10 down on his personal best now. Got a 5.6 advantage over to Distinct Flow. The Distinct Flow does hold the distinction of the fastest lap with a 1:58.866. Comparative to Razor 1024's fastest lap of 1:59.988. Currently on his previous rotation round, so he's finding a bit of pace and he's getting a bit of a wiggle on, because Distinctive Flow is definitely making inroads into that advantage. A few more laps and these two are going to be having a very in-depth discussion about fourth position, I believe. So there's Razor 24. We just saw a quick glimpse of Distinctive Flow in the background there in fifth position. Finland chasing, leading the Britain. And there he is there, Distinctive Flow. And the AMG sounds like a bomber fighter pilot. Fastest lap on the previous time round. Whoa, takes a massive chunk of the inside curb on 130R there. Using all the advantage of that AMG engine's got a lot of grunt in that car. It sounds mean as well. 1:58.86. Is he going to be up or is he going to be down? He should potentially have a faster lap time, but no, he doesn't. 7/10 down, maybe potentially from 130R's little dip in the corner there. There we go. Pulls to the inside line. And puts a lap on the other car. Whoa, a little bit of a wobble there as we go into the S's. Let's sit with Distinct Flow. I'm quite curious to see how the AMG handles the S's, as they're called. Ooh, a few black clouds are building in the background there. This could be potential for rain. Hopefully not. But then again, it does throw up a nice surprise, and we see maybe potential places leaped, gamed, lost, tractions and such alike. Distinct Flow makes it through the S's, absolutely no problem. Dunlop corner coming up now. The double right-hander. Here comes the first bar, hits the brakes. Ooh, he likes the inside curb, he likes to turn early. Does Distinct Flow. There we go, makes the car, wrestles it to submission. And there we go, into the hairpin. Let's have a look. Oh yes, lovely. Cool and collected. How's El Capoman? Coming in 6th position, we managed to find him perfectly there. 6.8 behind Distinctive Flow, at an advantage of 7.1 to 6.9 now to Naya Antonio, whatever. Oh, dear me. CWM, there you go. Fastest lap of 1:59.6, currently dropped into the 2 minutes. Ooh, a little bit wide there, using all of the track to get a better turn-in angle for the final part of Spoon. There we go, into the main back straight now. 1:30 remains. Now we've got a bit of a gaggle of cars behind this particular, behind Noya Anteriors. That's Storm Pace and Thomas Batty. Yeah, less than a second separates these two individuals. So let's see how this goes. We'll stick with Storm Batty. Storm Pace, Storm Batty. It's a combination of Thomas Batty and Storm Pace there. But so we'll stick with Storm Pace as it goes to 1:30. Thomas Batty in the background there, 8/10 behind, closing down. Got a sniff of a chance of an opportunity for 8th position. I think the discussion will be had in the next coming laps as to who's going to have that place. Fastest lap of 1:59.4 comparatively to Storm Pace, who's got a 2:05. So there's about a second-ish or so pace for Thomas Batty there. Probably using a little bit more fuel, a little bit more tyre just to get... Ooh, look at that, he's closing right up, just trying to get on terms with him and take the plate and take the position away. Here we go into the S's now. This could be quite a setup now. Storm Pace is pushing hard. You can see the car starting to wiggle a little bit under the pressure. Thomas Batty's all up in the back of that now. Here he comes. Up the hide. He's in the slipstream. He's in the tracks of him now. He's all up in the back of him. Wants to make a move. Where's it going to be? It's probably... Oh no, we're going to try into Dunlop curb. This is going to be an interesting situation. Oh my word. This could get very messy very quick. As long as they hit the braking points, they do. Storm Pace is pushing hard. Always gone a little bit wide into the second part of Dunlop curb. He makes it. Thomas Batty in turn receives a bit of understeer from the dirty air. Would have lost a few tenths. Might not have been maybe worth waiting for the hairpin, which is where they are now, to try and make the manoeuvre. He's definitely got a pace advantage there. There is an pace offset between the two of them. Everything's working, everything's cool. Thomas Batty's going to be potential positioning now. He's going to think now he wants to stick with him through the Spoon corner and just get a nice slingshot and send up the inside of 1:30. Is Storm Pace he's gone defensive early. He's taking the inside line. He's going to make Tom Batty go around the outside, go around the difficult way around 1:30. Is there enough pace in those two cars? Oh, no, he's not. He just manages to maintain position into 1:30. We go. Oh, he's sent in wide, dirty air and understeer. Don't offer mix. His tyres are going to be dirty now. Can he make the braking? He can. Luckily there's no shenanigans, contact, all bashing between them. We can almost drop a piece of paper in the gap there is between these two going through those corners. So we stick with it for another lap. We'll stick with these two. A few more corners to see how this pond pans out. Oh dear me, the car's bouncing around there. A little bit of understeer. The oversteer hasn't kicked out on him luckily, so he's maintaining traction. But he's definitely being held up by Storm Pace for the moment. It's a brilliant driving defensive masterclass from Storm Pace, to be fair. Thomas Batty obviously has the faster of the two vehicles. He's obviously got a bit more pace. But he just can't find a way around. Storm Pace has managed to position his car just on all the right places at all the right times to maintain position. Here we go into Dunlop corner again. Now is Thomas Batty. Is he going to hold back now? I said this on the previous lap that he needed to send it up the inside into the hairpin. I think he's a little bit too far back, 3/10 shy. Storm Pace is picking up the pace. Is he going to send it? Not quite. No. Oh no, Storm Pace has gone wide. Oh, that's going to give Thomas Batty the opportunity now. 4.5 tenths between them. I think one understeered, one oversteered. This is getting very nippant up between the two of them now. Some cool, calm racing going on between them. You can't help but wonder that it's only a matter of time before Thomas Batty gets through. He's literally so much more confident on the brakes and the turning into the corners. Here we go. This is going to be a good opportunity now. He needs to tuck in and send it around the outside at the very last possible minute. Here we go. Into 1:30. Is he close enough? I don't think so. No. Storm Pace is just able to maintain position once again. As Thomas Batty goes wide once again into 130. This is going to be burning his tyres up. Lap after lap he's maintaining position on him. We're on lap 13 out of 62. Distinct Flow still has the fastest lap of 158.866. These two are losing pace and ground on the front runners. How's Dylan? 0.119. So he's 8.7 seconds shy of this battle at the moment for 8th position. Is he closing up? So his previous lap time was a 2 minutes 181. What about Thomas Batty? His was a 2:01. Oh, bit of a tank slapper there for the back end kicking out. Dirty tyres. How about Storm Pacer? 2:01 as well. So Dylan 0.119 has got a cracking opportunity right now to gain a position here. These two battling. They're still going for it. They just cannot seem to. Thomas Batty cannot seem to find a way through. Doesn't look like anything's. No. Here we go now. Through Dunlop. Hairpin coming up. So is he going to send his 4/10 back? He's a bit far back. It's going to be a late lunge to say the least. Is he going to do it? No, he's not. I didn't think he did. He'd be probably within almost a 1/10 to 2/10 behind him to send it. Let's have a look through the field. So Eric Slim on his own, first position, 13.8 seconds clear of Max Out Finn, who's in second, 7.3 ahead of Resistance Italia, who's got a 55-second advantage over to Distinctive Flow, who still monopolises the fastest lap of 158.8. He's got a 1.7 second advantage over Razor's 10.24, who in turn is slow. Is he keeping up with him? I think he's just maintaining at the moment. Looking at the lap times, I think Distinct Flow's definitely got a pace advantage over Razor. Ella Kappelman, 6th position. 9.6 shy of Razor, 3.7 advantage over Neo Anteria, who is in 7th position. 7.6 over Storm Pace, who's maintaining his 8th position ahead of Thomas Batty, who still can't seem to find a way through. How's Dylan? Dylan? Yeah, Dylan. 0.119, 8 second choice, so he's not, unfortunately, he's not making inroads yet. The time will come. Giobardi, 11th position, 29 seconds behind Dylan, 16.7 advantage over Toto Wolf JP, who's got Hyde 64. Now he's maintained that lead over Hyde 64 by about a second. That's been going on for quite a number of laps now. And Hyde, for whatever reason, maybe he's just playing possum, maintaining, just being dragged along by Toto Wolf, potentially. Seems like a good advantage, good time to do. Save a bit of fuel, maybe for the later stages of the race. It's Hyde 64's fastest lap. It's been in the 2 minutes, 1:59 for Toto Wolf. So they're pretty much comparable lap time comparatively. And there's YT Orbelex VR coming in 14th position. Again, with a 2 minute lap time. So yes, everyone's doing their thing. Alright, there's Storm Pacer. Ooh, Thomas Batty's obviously had a bit of an accident somewhere. 9th positions, and he's dropped a load of times, so obviously he must have had an off somewhere. Unfortunately, we missed that while we were going through the rest of the field to see who was doing what, unfortunately, so apologies to that one. But the replay will be available for followers, subscribers and compatriots and such alike, so you'll be able to pick that up at a later time, so you can view your favourite racers and everyone else at your own discretion. Dylan 0.119, 10th position. Got a 5.2 deficit to Thomas Batty. Seems to be, that was about 7 seconds. So Thomas Batty definitely had a bit of an issue there on lap 15, lap 14. 3 seconds shy of Thomas Storm Pacer. Let's see how that's going to pan out over the course of this event. Find ourselves a little bit. They've got the cars mixed up around somewhere. Let's have a check out on Eric Slim. He's just going around the final chicane to finish lap 16, to start lap 17. Previous lap of 1:59.3, current lap of 2 minute 0.5. So Mr. Slim is literally cruising. That beautiful sounding gold livery Ferrari. Through the corners we go. Smooth, cool, calm and collected. Off to start another lap. Max Out Finn. The red and white livery BMW now completes his lap. Again, another 2 minutes. So everyone's lap time seems to be stabilising around about the 1:59, 2 minutes 2:01s. Everyone just wants to keep cool, and keep calm, and play their hand. The very strategic game of chess that's going on right now between all the various drivers. The top 3 runners pretty much in sort of their own separate league, not league, but separate challenge, I would say. With Average Flynn, Max Out Finn, and Resistance Italia covered by about 22 seconds, and there's a 53-second gap to Distinctive Fly. Although he has got the fastest lap, he's doing 59.95, 98, 99, all about Resistance Italia. So he's probably making about a second to a secondish lap advantage in his favour against Resistance Italia. So we're at 53 laps, yeah, lap 17 out of 62, so there'll be time to come. That'll be a slow burn of that particular battle. Razor 10.24, 4.7 behind Distinctive Flow. Let's see, his last lap was a 2:01, so he probably needs to pick up the pace, but it could be just fuel saving or tyre saving at this point in time. There's our Capiman, Kappa-son, I don't know how to pronounce his name, unfortunately. He's not going to be a happy bunny with me if he watches this back and he has to listen to me butchering his name. I do apologise. 2-second advantage to Noah Anteria. Also in a pink and white liveried BMW. Is he going to make some saves? Got 1.7. That lap time, that gap between the two, it really is dropping and coming down. So Kaplan's doing 2 minutes 2:01s. And Noah Anteria, that's going to take me a while to learn that one, is actually doing 2 minutes, below 2 minutes actually, so he's probably about a second advantage. He's carving into the lead, so he's obviously getting a bit of a wiggle on now. We're what, 42 minutes into the stint, it's about a 2-hour stint, 62 laps. Stint number 2. Everyone's doing good and doing well. Let's see what we can see. Gap is now 1.6 seconds to Kappaman, 9.1 over Storm Pacer, with Thomas Batty still in hot pursuit. We'll go back to that momentarily. I was curious to see if Noah Anteria is able to make any impression on Kappaman. It's 1.5 now, so the lap time is coming down. So the delta is coming down. It's ebbing and flowing, different parts of the track, different sectors. What's a lot of dirt on the outside wheels there, so we're going to maintain grip. Yep, just about. Let's have a look then. Thomas Batty, look at that. When we left these two, Thomas Batty had a deficit of around about 3 to 5 seconds. And in the space of a couple of laps, he's managed to bloody cut that down to less than a second. We are 7/10 now for Thomas Batty. Chasing him down. Go 2 minutes flat. So what was the previous lap? So the 2 minute flat. What about Storm Pacer? 2:01.6, 1.5 seconds advantage on the previous lap. Whoa. Okay, that's we'll say that's lag, I think, from that point of view. Here comes the dirty air again, so he can get to him. Just can't seem to get by him just yet. It's just unfortunate. Dirty air. That must be the widest BMW in all of the land. Stay with him. Yeah, he's able to maintain. The car does look visibly more squirrely through the S's while he's trying to maintain position. He needs to almost build up and sort of almost lunge him from a bit of a distance and then send it to him. Send it up the inside. And can he get to him with the hairpin? And we reckon on the last lap, or last couple of laps, he needed to be within around about sort of 2 to 3 tenths. He's about, what, 8 tenths back now? It's going to be a bit of an ask. I think you'll have to hope the Storm Pacer makes a mistake into the hairpin. I don't think he's going to go for it though. You thinking about it? No. So Storm Pacer's just going to maintain this advantage. Hope that Thomas's tyres run out of juice before long. 18 out of 62 laps, so it's what, quarter distance, give or take. Yeah, it's going to be a long old slip. I think Storm Pacer's going to have a bit of an afternoon on his hands today. We'll stick with him for up to 1:30, then we'll go walkies around the grid, see how they're all doing. He's got a good drive out the final corner spoon though. Got the back straight. He's got him there. He's got the slipstream on 2/10 now. Here we go. This could be a good opportunity going into 130 eyes right up the rear bumper. Which way he's going to go? Oh, he's going to send up the inside. Can he do it? Oh no, that's the way he almost had him then on that one. Oh dear. Storm Pacer just had enough momentum and advantage there, just cut across the front of him. But he can't help it first. It's only going to be a matter of time before Storm Pacer's taken. There we go, and they're going to go around, they're going to go at it again. 1/10. Wow, he's got a cracking drive off of the final corner. Here we go, down the back straight. He's making his move now. Now's the time. They're going side by side into the first corner. I hope Thomas Batty has got his big pants on, because he might need it. Yep, here we go. Storm Pacer's going to come back at him. No, he doesn't. Thomas Batty is through. I hope he didn't have to use too much fuel and or tyres to get that pass done, but there he is, he's done. Right, I should probably see Thomas Batty just disappear off into the distance now. Storm Pacer. He's definitely having trouble. Whoa, we've got a massive off. Into the dirt he goes. Is that going to give Dylan 0-1-1-9 opportunity? He was 5 seconds shy. There he is. There is Dylan. He's got him. Dylan up to 9. Storm Pacer loses 2 positions in half of the first sector of lap 19. Oh, gutted. He's not going to be a happy bunny with that one. Now his tyres are going to be dirty, so the car's pace is going to be off for a few corners. We can just see understeers there. Does not want to behave itself. There we go. Right, so Storm Pacer's going to have to regather and regroup now. As Dylan sets off on his ongoing challenge to see if he can get on terms with Thomas Batty now. Right, how is Giabardi doing? 11th position, 30 seconds shy of... Ooh, lots of lag on that one. 30 seconds shy of Storm Pacer. He's got a 15 second buffer to Toto Wolff JP, currently in 12th. So Giabardi, it's a bit hard to gauge how his racecraft's doing, because unfortunately an awful lot of lag at the moment, so he's bouncing around all over the shop, which is not ideal, as you can imagine. So we're not really getting a very accurate representation of his drive, of his craftsmanship. Yeah, we'd say the back end stepped out on that one and he caught it and slid off into the distance very nicely. That's how it kind of looked, if you can read between the juddery lines. So thank you, Polyphony. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's move on to Toto Wolff JP. Who's that he's got in front of him now? Is that Resistance Italia in 3rd position? Yes, it is. Resistance Italia just obviously put a lap on Toto Wolff JP now. So Toto Wolff, what, 13.8 seconds shy of Giabardi. So looking to make some inroads. Everyone lapping in the 2 minutes still, 2:01s. Yep. Is that high 64 going to slow? No, it's not. He's just coming out of Spoon Corner, so going to be a little bit on the what's he called, a long time there. But he's 3.1 behind Toto Wolff GP, so he's lost a bit of ground there. Actually, has to be said. Yeah, he's still got a massive advantage over Obelix VR though, 43 seconds, so he's got plenty of wiggle room there. Toto Wolff though, and a bit of Resistance Italia decides to hit the pits, first one in, lap 20 out of 62, puts us just about 1/3 race distance, give or take, 48 minutes in. Alright, so 9% fuel, 37 seconds clear, so this will be interesting. So Distinct Flow is going to be fancy an opportunity now. Now, is he going to hit the pits now, or is he going to see if he can maybe do an overcut on it? He does look cool and calm, doesn't he? You can't help but think that Distinct Flow's got a little bit of pace he can unleash if he has to. Let's have a look at Resistance Italia. He's back on track now. Distinctive Flow is going round, so he's not going to hit the pits. So Resistance Italia, ITA, is in. He's fueled and he's out. Let's have a look at Eric Slim. Is he on his target? He still is. Out in front, doing his thing, keeping his nose clean, just driving his race, driving his strategy. I wouldn't say not got a care in the world, but he's got laser focus at the moment. I'm not trying to commentate or curse anybody. He's 1.5 seconds down on his personal best. Now, is that a tyre? Oh, there it is. Is that a tyre disadvantage or a fuel saving measure? Let's have a look. Let's see if he's going to hit the pits now. So we already had one dive in. Now Slim going through. The angles aren't particularly accurate. Oh, that's really useful. Yes, Eric Slim does hit the pits then. So, max out Finn. 2nd position. Is he going to hit the pits as well, or is he going to head off into the distance? No, Nope, looks like we're going round. So Eric Stim's got 5% fuel, max out Finn. We'll lead on for another lap. Alright, let's see. Let's stick with Eric Stim. We missed it on our resistance, I'll tell you, for fuel loads. How much fuel is he going to put in? Let's see the percentage. We're at 10%. 15, 16, 17 cars. Let's see what we're going to do. This should give us an indication of how many laps he's going to produce on the next one. Ooh, the farewell chunks going in. The lap refueling, the fuel speed is particularly quick. So 45% fuel going in now. Maintains position. Into second. Max out Finn takes over the lead. Resistance Italia. There he is, just coming through the hairpin now as Eric Stim goes into turn one. So nice, decent advantage there. How's the Stint flow? Going through 130R. Here we go now. Is he going to hit the pits? Or is he going to go around again? We'll stick with him just while he makes it through the final part of the lap. Camera angles on this part of the source aren't exactly ideal. Looks like he's going round again. Yes, he is. Razor 1024. In the BMW. Goes for another. Oh no, Razor. Whoa, last minute late lunge into the court. Look at that, 0% fuel. Measured to perfection to get into the pits. Wow. Hey, there we go. El Capomard has also decided to head to the pits. He's still got 45% fuel. So this is going to be more of a top up than it is actually a refill. 6% fuel for Thomas Batty. So you can see the strategies there all starting to unfold now. So El Capomard obviously took a first stint of the race to be slower, to maintain fuel and hope for maybe a potential faster pit stop. As he's in the pits, he's got some tyres and he's refueling now. So he was on what? Oh, just a quick splash and literally a splash and dash to change tyres and away. So lap 22 out of 62 for El Capomard. He's back onto track. 44% for Razor. Thomas Batty now. Let's have a look. Max out Finn hits the pit with only 2% fuel. It's incredible. He's in the pits from first. Thomas Batty's in 10th. He's almost got a lap on him. What percentage? He's got 42, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 49. Maybe he's going to imply that he's going to go a little bit more of a push. What about Max out Finn now? Where's Slim? Here's Slim just coming through the final chicane, so he will regain first position now. There goes Slim. Max out Finn. Oh, what's right? So it was about 42, 45% fuel that Slim took on board. A couple of laps ago, Max out Finn now comes in. And what's the percentage he's going to go? So a little bit more fuel might mean he's implying that he's going to push a little bit harder. Let's have a look. We're on 45%, 50%, and he's off. Half fuel tank, off we go. 23 lap out, 63, 62 done. There's another individual in the pits there. Who is that? Someone's got a penalty there. Razor, 3-second penalty from Razor 1024. That might have been for the late lunge into the pits, actually, on the pit entry. It did look a bit marginal, it has to be said, but he's not going to be a happy bunny with it. He's going to have to burn that off at some point. And he's not a happy man. No, it is not. Yep, here comes the penalty line coming up now. He needs to get off the racing line, burn 3 seconds, and then he'll be on his way again. Oh, that's going to hinder the overall race time. You've got a 16-second advantage to go Giabardi and 11.5 to make up on Storm Pacer. But it's not ideal, but it is what it is, unfortunately. It does happen. Right, what's going up front? Because there's a bit of a... not a coming together, but Dylan's now in the pits from 6th position. Storm Pacer's in 8th, and he's... I don't think Storm Pacer's hit the pits yet. Dylan's in the pits. Anterior. WM Anterior is in 7th position and in the pits and getting some fuel. What about Dylan? Dylan's got his new tyres on, so he's filling up now. Anterior, what percentage are we going for? We're on 40%, 42. Still going through. About 50 seems to be the magic number. Yep, there we go, it is again. So what's Dylan going to pop in now? He's on 30. Giabardi's now in the pits, down to 11th, Dylan in 9th. Everyone seems to be popping in about 50%, seems to be. 48 for this, a little bit less. Giabardi's coming in. There's Slim, got a 19-second advantage to Resistance Italia. He's just coming into the hairpin now. Previous personal best fastest lap of 159.324 on lap 22. What's this next lap going to be? Is he putting on a splurge? He is. 400s up. 59.280 now. So he's running on a bit of a a bit of a stint to get himself back on terms of Eric Slim. Here's Max out Finn. Previous lap of 2:12, so including the pit stop, obviously. Distinct flow. Now, has he hit the pits yet? He's on his out lap, so yes, he has 2:15 even for his pit stop. That's a fast pit stop lap. Let's see what this makes it through 130R cars with new tyres. Everyone seems pretty spread out at the moment. Razor 24, no more things to pick up. Everyone's looking pretty good. Thomas Batty's got a 9th position. 8 seconds ahead of Dylan. 9 behind Naya Anteria. God, I really can't pronounce that name at all. How's Mr. Slim doing? Storm Pacer hits the pits. Right, so he's obviously just coming in 1% fuel. That's pretty marginal, has to be said. Right, Razor 24 is his 7th. He lost a little bit of momentum. That 3-second penalty. Just put his fastest lap in a race in though. (1:59.649). Storm Pacer is now currently filling up in 8th position. Excuse me. 45 to 50% seems to be the optimal number. I've got a bit of a car, so I'm trying to spot those 2 cars. Where are they? There we go. So Toto Wolf JP, currently in 13th, has got Hyde 64. Currently in 14th, 7 tenths behind him, looking like he's maybe sent up for a potential overtake pass. Or a bit of a discussion about 13th position on track. Let's stick with these two and see what happens. On lap 23 out of 62. We're more or less, well, I suppose we're sort of half time distance, as it were, if that makes sense. Not quite a laps yet, so looks like a massive understeer, sorry, in that 130R there. Sent the car out a little bit wide. Either of these two popping in the pits, or we're heading off still, I think. No. Going around again. Hyde 64. Looking to make some inroads on Toto Wolf JP. 5 tenths between them. So his clothing had distinctive flow, just seems to set a new fastest lap on 1:58.760. Obviously getting a little bit of a wriggle on now. Unleashing a bit of pace. Nice Hyde 64. Oh, he's up on his personal best as well by 1/100th of a second. So he's obviously got a bit of a sniff of a potential position opportunity and wants to make good on it. Whoa, the back end stepping out and it catches it lovely though. That car is being pushed beyond its limits right now. He's wrestling it into submission. It's a beautiful catch there. He's going to that's cost him half a second on pace. A little bit of lap time and a bit of momentum against Toto Wolf JP, but he's got the sniff there. It's always easier. I always find it easier to chase than it is to run in racing. Now you got something in sight. You got a reference point. You can see where they're braking. You can brake yourself visually a little bit later. Oh, it's at the back. You can see the back end. He's just hanging on to that. He just wants to step out on it. As we see, Resistance Italia has just done a new fastest lap of 1:58.741. So everyone's starting to unleash a little bit more pace now. That's Hyde 64. Looks like he's going to make a move. He's getting close to him, but not quite yet. How's 12th position doing? Let's have a look. Oblix VR, 12th. Making his way up the field now. 3 seconds advantage over these over the 2 combatants behind him. 12.3 behind Giabatti. Oh, wrong way. Storm Pacer, there we go, just ahead. We've got Dylan, Thomas Batty, blue flag, so obviously the front runners are coming through now. Slim's up behind him? It's near enough by, but not quite. It seems to be more or less settled down now. Someone's actually just gone purple in one of the sectors there. We heard the ding. Unfortunately, the game missed the representation for it. As the Stint Flow pops the new fastest lap in 1:58.672. So Resistance Italia and Distinctive Flow are trading lap times at the moment. There's quite a bit of a gap between the two of them, 47 seconds though. That's quite a mountain for Distinctive Flow to overcome. But he's got the pace. There's no reason why he can't do it. Lap 26 now. Last distance approaching. Resistance Italia 3 seconds ahead of Max Outfin, 18.8 behind Alex Slim. Oh, he does take a very tight line through 130R there. Into the hairpin we go. Dear me, excuse me. Just have to clear out my lungs there. Right, Resistance Italia, second position, 3 seconds ahead of Max Outfin. Fastest lap was on lap 27, but we don't know what it is because it's a mystery apparently. So there you go. Some cars are kind of not really bunched together. There's a couple of gaggles together. Is that going to be? Well, Giovanni's looking a little bit wiggly there. In no man's land almost, 21 seconds behind Storm Pacer and 12 ahead of Oblix VR. Now Toto Wolff GP is actually making some inroads there, so he was 3 shy, 3 seconds shy, but now he's only 2.7. And to be fair, he's actually giving chase to Hyde at 64. Right, and he's just put a new fastest sector in for himself. There he goes, 7 tenths ahead of Hyde, 64 now. Gaps. The gap is maintaining around about the 8 tenths to 1 second mark now. Everyone seems quite well spread out, that no one really wants to be dealing with any potential traffic or burning of tyre situation or issues there, so everyone's quite well spread. Hyde 64 still cruising up on the back of Toto Wolff, but he's not really making too much in the inroads at the moment. Maybe he's just happy and content to just sit there and just mind his business and just get dragged along right for a few laps. Save a bit of fuel, save a bit of tyres. Maybe jump out and then sort of attack him from a later date. 58.672 for Distinct Flow. Comparatively to Alex Slim, did a 58.7 on his personal best lap time, so everyone's, at least the top runners, are all trading fastest laps now. 10th down, so this is go time now. Everyone's starting to push. This is Italia in the white liveried Nissan GT, second position, fastest lap at 1:58.7. It's only just just under a tenth slower than Distinctive Flow's best effort currently. The Dunlop curb. Everyone's quite lucky. There's not really any damage, or I mean, we've seen one off, and I think Thomas Batty had another off previously in the sort of in the teens on the laps and that. But other than that, there's not really been too many mistakes. Everyone's pretty close at the moment. Just keeping an eye on the tracker actually for Hyde 64. Seems to be not losing ground, but definitely a little bit further behind still. Sticking with Resistance Italia now, going through Spoon onto the back straight for 130R. Yeah, Toto Wolff and Hyde are still battling over. It's 5 tenths now, the gap. Oh, he's got a much tighter line as Hyde through the hairpin. What's going to happen down into... this could be quite juicy now, so we've got almost a potentially three-way battle coming up now. Now, Oblix VR, its pace is, I wouldn't say it's dropped off, but it's definitely lesser than the previous laps. So we got 2 minutes, 0.5, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.5, comparatively to Toto Wolff. As Resistance Italia hits the pits. There it is, so he's on 1% fuel. I did wonder where he was, because he only did a splash and dash and then off he ran again. 1.7 seconds shy is Toto Wolff. Now he's going to start using that to drag himself along. His fastest times have been a low minute 2s and 1:59, so he's definitely got a pace advantage there. Alright, Resistance Italia third position now. He's in the pits. What percentage is he put in there? 10%. So is he going to be putting the 50% drop? Or maybe it's going to be longer. Maybe he's going to do an offset strategy. We are 1 hour and 5 minutes into this 2 hour stint, lap 28 out of 62. As Resistance Italia, or Resistance ITA, has got his fuel done and is off underway again. Rejoined at the third position, maxed out Finn to second, Harris Slim to first. Toto Wolff is making inroads on Blix VR. So his Blix VR's lap times, although they're not, don't seem to be as quick as the ones around him, but he's very consistent. With a potential car disadvantage, maybe. Rather that, he's just cruising. He's got a 1.5 second lead over Toto Wolff GP currently. Right, through the hairpin they go. Lead up into the long right-hander into Spoon. .2-second advantage now, so it's coming down. A few tenths here and a few tenths there, sector by sector, lap by lap. It's all coming down in favour of Toto Wolff GP. He's managed to get himself a bit of a gap now. It's a Hyde 64. Hiddy. Walked the back end, stepped out there for a Blix there. He's pushing very hard through 130R. Oh, bloody hell, Toto Wolff's got a massive tank slapper on there. Can he get the brakes done? He just about managed to get the thing under control into the hairpin. That could have been a bit of a hair-raising moment there. He's got blue flags that are waving. So who's that? Is that Slim coming through? No, it's not Slim. I think that potentially could be Resistance Italia is coming through. That's right, yes. So Toto Wolff, he's lost a bit of ground now to a Blix VR. We'll have to come back to that. How's Storm Pace are doing? So 10th position, 17.5 shy of Dylan, 18.1 advantage over Giambardi. Running his race, last lap of 2:02, previous laps 2 minutes, 2:01. Obviously the pit stop was a 2:33, so pretty consistent, doing his thing. Running his race. Everyone seems to be pretty much settled into a groove now. All the cars are spread out, so there will be some people that will be making their way through shortly. I'll just stick with Storm Pacer for a moment and see how things go. That maxed out Finn in the background there looks potentially lurking with the blue flags just closing in little by little, sector by sector. As I see, Storm Pacer's getting a bit of a pace on, pun intended. About a tenth and a bit up on his personal best at the moment. Into the chicane, hits the stop in, hits on his marks through the corners, drives to the line for another rotation completed in lap 30, and he's almost a tenth up on his personal best at 2:04.18. So the fuel loads are coming down and the lap times are also coming down while the speed increases. Blue flags are waving, so that was a 2:0.4 to Storm Pace. Well, what about maxed out Finn? What's he got pace wise? So he's doing a 1:59. So that's quite a difference, that is. I mean, it's a good 1 second pace offset there. Two hundredths off on his personal best time, so he's pushing it very, very hard indeed. Looking cool. Whoop, little bit of a wiggle there for max out Finn, but he manages to get it under control. Back in the groove for the second part of Dunlop Curb. looking good at the moment. Everyone seems to be fairly in a groove. How's Resistance Italia? Let's check him out now. He's got 9 seconds ahead of Distinct Flow, which I've got a feeling those two are going to come to blows before the race is done. Currently lapping in 158, 59, 59, so pretty much the high 58s, low 59s, primarily the low 59s in his laps at the moment. He's obviously got, I think that's Hyde 64, and potentially Toto Wolf JP battling up front. Yes, it is. They're still going for it. There's Distinct Flow just ahead of them, so these two are having to have their own battle and also try and negotiate blue flags that are waving. It's not an easy thing, it really isn't. Yeah, Resistance Italia, or ITA, I keep calling it Resistance Italia, seems to work for me. It does look very, very calculated in that Nissan though. Toto Wolf going to maintain position. We've got the 130Rs coming up now. Has he got enough pace? 310s. I don't think he's quite close enough yet. Oh, that's getting tight, that is. Around to the hairpin. No, he's lost a mammoth amount of time through 130R again. Oh, he just can't seem to maintain distance. As we quickly jump with a Distinctive Flow now, 8.8 shy of Resistance, 15 ahead of Capomoni. Capelman, sorry, get his name right. A 158.594 fastest lap. With a 58.6, followed by another 58.6 on that lap. So, Distinctive Flow is definitely getting a bit of a wriggle on. What's this lap times comparatively to Resistance Italia? 59.35s. Comparative to Distinctive Flow, he's in the mid 58s now. He's really getting a bit of a pace. Bit of a wriggle on that to see if he can get himself back on terms with distance. Well, lap 30, so we're 30 laps now, but just over half distance. 1 hour 12 minutes now. We're into this second stint. Look at that, nearly 1.5 tenths up on his personal best. On the personal best, I say. There's a massive gaggle of 4 cars up ahead though, so Distinct Resistance. Oh dear, a little bit of dipped a wheel into the dirt there. That's not going to help traction at all. Now, Distinct Flow has got to be fancying an opportunity here now. Because Resistance Italia has got to get through Hyde, and he's got to get through Toto Wolf JP. He's cruised up to the back of them, but he's not really making many inroads into them now. Either be he's cruising and using them to drag him on, save a bit of fuel and tyres, but it doesn't seem to be that way. I think he's just having a bit of trouble at the moment. The dirty air is affecting him a little bit too much, but this is giving Distinctive Flow an opportunity now. 8 seconds on the previous lap, is now down to 7, so if he gets a bit of a wriggle on, he could potentially get himself back up on terms. How's El Capoman doing? El Capoman, 16, 20, yep, he's fine. There's Distinct Flow now. He's gone purple again into final set. Yes, he has, by 2.5 tenths. Distinct Flow is absolutely lighting up the screens right now. He's just unleashing this pace. And nobody seems to be able to live with it at the moment. Either he's burning some fuel, some tyres, or he's just feeling now's the time to go. There it is, another fastest lap, 158.362, 2.5 tenths up on his personal best. The gap to Resistance ITA is down to 7 seconds. He's increased his gap from El Capoman. Capoman? However you pronounce it. To 16.8 seconds. There we go. We see it. We're sub 7 seconds now for to Resistance Italia. Let's have a check on a Razor 1024 because we haven't seen him for a very long time now, since that 3 second pit stop, 3 second penalty. Sorry, not 3 second pit stop. So he's got a 20 second deficit to Capoman, and he's got just under 3 seconds ahead of Noah Anteria. Fastest lap is on screen at the moment with a 2:0.01. Maybe it's quicker, or maybe it's slow. We don't know because GT7 only gives us about 9 laps of data. So yay, lucky us. But we'll stick with Razor 1024 for a little bit to see how he gets on. Oh, a little bit of dirt kicking up there, so he's taking a bit of a tight line there. I've noticed that actually with a lot of the races today, they're all taking the corners very, very tight. Very tight. There it is again. There we go, it's a Dunlop curb. Oh, it's called Dunlop. Car slides a little bit understeer then. There we go. No, Anterior is closing him down, 2.6 seconds, so it's the gap's coming down. Everyone's starting to creep up on one another now. There's a couple of cars that are getting a little bit tight at the back. Let's see if I can locate them. There we go. Oblex VR has now got a 7/10 gap to Toto Wolff now. He's managed to get on terms with him. How's this one going to pan out then? So, blue flags were over. There's Resistance, I tell you, in the background there, looking to make a move. Toto Wolff JP is 13th position, 8/10 behind Oblex VR now. Is slowly but surely making his way up the field. Can't help but wonder if Toto Wolff does have the faster package at the moment. Is he going to make his way up there? He's what, 9/10 behind, and we saw this before. The people seem to be able to get to the car in front, but overtaking does seem to be quite hindered. And we've got a 4-car train currently right now, one of which is trying to lap. I mean, this is going to be helping Resistance race potentially. It's going to give Distinctive Flow a good opportunity to close the gap. It was just under 7 seconds when we left. We will go back in a moment to see how that goes. I'm just curious to see how Toto Wolff JP, very tight through the second part of Dunlop there. Yeah, he lost a bit of time there, unfortunately. Maybe hit the brakes a bit too heavy there. He's probably waiting for for Resistance to make his move. No, he's not really come out in the blue flags just yet. There's this thing flowing in the background. So he is, we can see visibly he's getting closer. 5.9 seconds, he's carved another second out of him. So yes, he is coming through. I can't help but wonder whether Resistance is having a little bit of resistance trying to make it through these back markers currently. Go through the corners again, cool and calm and collected. It's going to start to get very, very snug in a minute. How's Toto Wolff doing? There we go, he's gone wide, so he's gone a little bit wider there to let Resistance through to try and see if he can nick a bit of a toe down the back straight. Hyde 64 is in the background there, also trying to see if he can squeeze a little bit of advantage there. Toto Wolff trying to grab any kind of toe he can get so he can get back up on terms and try and get up to and past Oblex VR. Nothing as yet though. Lap 34 out of 62. Ooh, well, looked like that was going a little bit wide then. I think we've brought it back in under control pretty well. 1.3 to 1.2 now. How is... One way, Oblex VR, there we go. He's got Resistance right at the back of him now. He's going to have to move out of the way at some point. Oh, there's Resistance. Is he going to let him through? Yes. Yes, but not exactly what you call forthcoming. It's kind of like, while I'm here now, get out of the way. Okay, then I will. He's maintaining his lap. He has lost a bit of time. Toto Wolff's managed to claw another half second off of him. And he's dragging Hyde 64 with him as well for good measure. So here we go into the hairpin. You can't help but wonder whether Toto Wolff's going to have him soon. Look at that, he's right up his rear now. Let's just quickly check. Where are we now? Distinctive Flow 6 seconds, so he's managed to maintain the gap. Hasn't lost the Resistance, didn't lose any time then getting through the back markers. He's obviously just waiting for the right time for it to happen. There's Oblex VR. There we go, so we're going up into 130R now with 3/10. Has he got? Is he pulling away? Oh, not just crawling away, but not by much. He's got a good drive out the last corner, out of Spoon. Oh, blimey. You can't be enjoying that, all that dirty air from the car in front. This is going to be getting very, very nip and tuck shortly. Blue flags are waving, so he's still in blue flag distance for Resistance at the moment. Well, Resistance is pulling away now. So we've got Oblex VR for 12th, Toto Wolff JP for 13th, and we've got Hyde 64s in 14th. So they're all literally covered by about a second or so. Who's going to blink first? This 4-car gaggle's almost now been reduced to 3. With the beneficiary being Oblex VR at the moment. He's still maintaining that position. He was in 14th earlier, so he's actually managed to get up 2 in the space of the pit stop round. So we are 1 minute 20 now, so we've got 40 minutes left. It's yeah, if Toto Wolff wants to get this position, he's going to have to get a wriggle on soon, because he's got high 64 that's ready to pounce. Oh, tap on the brakes there, just to get the thing under control. 7 tenths down. We haven't seen anyone trying to make a manoeuvre into the hairpin yet. I wonder. No, not yet. How are the front runners going? So let's have a look who we got. Eric Slim is in first position currently. Doing his thing, minding his business on lap 37 hour 62, 24.2 second advantage over Max Outfit, who is in second position. That's not Max Outfit, that's Max Outfit, who's in second position. 34.1 second of a lead to Resistance, who's managed to just get himself through those back markers. He's managed to increase his lead actually. It was about 5.8, 5.9 seconds to Distinctive Flow, but he's actually managed to get that up now to 6.4. So he's actually, he's putting on a little bit of a spurt there. Now here's Distinctive Flow, current holder of the fastest lap of the race. We were 158.362. Trying to close down Resistance at the moment. And he's got the delightful 3-car back marker pile up to get through now, so that's going to be his fun for the next few laps. El Capoman, 5th position. 21 seconds shy of Distinctive Flow and 20.4 seconds ahead of a Razor 1024. Pretty much in a 20-second no man's land at the moment. A little bit of a car wobble there, but he's maintaining and he's running his race as according to his plan. Razor 1024 has got Neo Anteria behind him, less than a second, and he's dragging him along. And he's about a second down on his personal best lap time. There's Anteria there in the white and pink BMW going through 130R, trying to make some inroads into Razor 1024. This is going to come down to tyres and fuel management soon, I would have thought. Thomas Batty, 8th position now. 1.1 second advantage to Dylan 0119. That's Eric Slim just ahead of him now, so he's obviously had a bit of a blue flag situation to sort out and get out of the way. There's Dylan 0119, 26 seconds ahead of Storm Pacer, who was running up with these two. Had a bit of a wobble, unfortunately. He lost some ground with that one, and here we are, Storm Pacer now. 15.3 seconds ahead of Giarbardi, who's in 11th. Unfortunately, we haven't seen a lot of Giarbardi because of the way the lag spikes go. We're not really, like I said before, getting a very good representation of his racecraft or of how he drives, so I apologise for that one. Oblix VR, 12th position, 8 tenths ahead of Toto Wolff GP, who in turn has got a 2-second advantage now, up to 2-second advantage on high 64. He's got Distinctive Flow that's following now. Well, Distinctive Flow got a little bit of wide. That's not going to be endearing himself to his mood, that's for sure. He's right behind him. He's wiggling around, trying to get his attention to say, get out of the way, I'm coming through. As high 64 does comply, moves out of the way into 130R. And let's... whoa, Oblix VR's into the dirt. Oh no, he just caught the back of it. Into 130R, something massively badly happened then. Oh no. He literally just caught the end of that. There's Toto Wolff, and there's Hyde as well. Yes, so I think Toto Wolff and Oblix must have come to blows through 130R, and that's given High 64 the opportunity to leap from them both from 14th to 12th. Now, is Toto Wolff going to concede the position? That might give us a bit more of an inkling as to what happened during that corner, that exchange. Well, I did say it might potentially happen. There was contact. Hopefully there's not too much damage between the two of them, although Oblix doesn't look like he's going particularly quick, and if there was contact, there will be some sort of damage there. Let's just hope that there wasn't too bad. Well, whoop, there's Giarbardi. As we see, lap 37 out of 62. Oh, okay, then the camera can't keep track of him. Jesus. Oh, there's a gaggle of cars. Here we are. Oh, it's this bunch, isn't it? There we go. I-64 now. There we go. He's got Giarbardi hunting him down for 12th position. He's obviously lost that courtesy of the coming together with Oblix. To make good and come back at him. So let's go through the field now. I seem to be jumping on all these different cars, all when they're going through sectors. See? There's Max out Finn again. Why is it doing that? That's really bizarre. Anyway. There's Mr. Eric Slim. We haven't really seen an awful lot of him. He's on lap 39 out of 62. We're an hour 25 in. 2/3 done. Final round of pit stops might be happening soon. Depending on how everybody's strategies are maintaining and who's doing what. Oh, I've lost audio comms there for a moment. Apologies. Blix VR's time's doing. So he was doing 2 minutes, 2 minutes ones, 2 minutes, and obviously the 2:07 when he had that issue. His last lap was a 2:03.585. I think there is damage to that car. We haven't got the details on, unfortunately, we can't see, but you would think with a 2-second drop in pace that would imply a bit of damage there. How's Max out Finn doing? Rocking and rolling in the 2 minute lap times. Trying to close down Mr. Eric Slim and Resistance ITA in the rear there, 24 to Eric Slim to 32 ahead of Resistance. Speaking of which, there he is. Distinctive Flow, the gap's up to 7.3 now, so that little charge that you put on has obviously been halted and Resistance is starting to put on a little bit of a... Let's have a look at his deltas here. He's starting to put on a little bit of a spurt himself. It's Razor 1024. Trying to get on terms with Noya Anteria. 2 minutes, 2:02. Yeah, it's got the 2:02 lap times. Fastest lap is still held by Distinctive Flow. Or Distinct Flow, should I say. We were 158.362. Currently watching a Razor 1024, 2.6 behind Neo Anteria, and 9.9 ahead of Thomas Battersby. Thomas Batty, sorry, I almost said Battersby then. How's Dylan doing? There he is. Dylan 0119. Just coming to the end of Spoon Corner. Got a nice good gap behind him. .7 down on his personal best time, so he's obviously just cruising at the moment. Probably turn the engine down, bit of short shift and saving a bit of fuel. Probably just trying to eke out this stint for any potential hiccups or shenanigans from all the front runners, or people in front of him, shall I say. Hello, Toto Wolf GP and Hyde 64. We just managed to catch them just as they were starting to have a conversation about 12th position. Hyde 64's currently got the advantage on the outside into Spoon Corner. Toto Wolf GP does go up the inside. He manages to make it stick. Hyde 64's going to have to just tuck in, get dragged up the hill and see if he can slingshot him into 130R or into the hairpin. This didn't work out too well last time for Toto Wolf, so we're hoping that whatever happened with Oblix won't happen again. He's going to be very close. Oh, the nip and tuck these two. Can he stay with him? Oh, it's pretty close. Is he going to send it? I was thinking about it. Nope. Decides to keep in. So high 64. Ah! That's Toto Wolf hits the pit. Well, that kind of diffuses that battle pretty effectively. Yeah, look at that. We can see by Oblix VR's lap times. 2:07, 2:03, whatever lap 40 was, and then followed by a 2:02. So I'm thinking that's implying that there was definitely a bit of damage there. We see Toto Wolf JP, sorry, is getting some new boots. Gaining a bit of fuel, hopefully this should do him till the end of the race. We're an hour and 30, we're 90 minutes in there. We've not got long left, so whatever's going to happen with regards to fuel strategies, tyre changes and all the rest of it, it needs to start happening in the next few laps. There we go, 40, is it going to be 50% fuel? Oh no, we're going a bit higher. Mind you, it is an AMG, it can be quite thirsty. Oh, another car's decided to pop into the pits as well, I think. Someone just disappeared off the tracker. Who was it? It was Razor. Razor 1024 from 8th position pops in. 3% fuel. He's obviously got to get some new boots on as well. Not long to go. So Razor's on lap 41. Eric Slim is on lap 42. How's Razor do? So tyres done, just putting in the fuel now. And Storm Pacer somewhere. There we go. Storm Pacer's just coming round. He will take position, at least for the moment. Razor 1024 now. That's a lot of fuel going. 44% fuel. Off we go. New boots, new tyres. A new burst of momentum and enthusiasm, and off we go into the race. 7 seconds shy of Storm Pacer. Here's Giabardi. Way straight into the turn. Yep, that's lag. It's all over the gap. Oh, I really hate, because I really like to have talked more about Giabardi, but it's so hard to converse over what he's doing, because obviously the cars. I mean, look at it. It's so bouncy. Ah, so a Blix VR. Was he on the mediums all this time? Interesting. Does that mean the high 64s going to have to change out to the mediums as well? There's a marking on the tyre that tells us what they got. So he's got the softs on now. There's the Blix getting his wheels on. There we go. We won't know until they leave the pits as to what tyres they've got on. We'll explain the lap time offset. So Blix VR had some damage he had to get repaired. There's Hyde. Hyde's putting a lot of fuel in there. Eric Slim's hitting the pits from first. There we go. Well, we're going to stick with our Blix VR. I want to see if he's on the mediums or if he's got the... Yeah, there's the repair. So there was a bit of a repair. Yep, back onto the softs now. There we go. So there was some repair. As Thomas Batty's diving in, here comes Eric Slim now. Right, so are the mediums going on or are the softs going on? So Thomas Batty, where is he there? He's also getting his wheels done. Ah, Max Out Finn hits the pits as well. Wow, that's an easy to spot pit crew, that's for sure. As we see, everyone's just waiting. The fuel's got. I think Thomas Batty decided to do what? No, he's in 9th now. Eric Slim's underway. He's on the softs. How about Max Out Finn? Tyres are done. Fuel's going in. Where's Thomas Batty? He's in 10th position. He's back on track. Resistance has hit the pits now as well. Right, Max Out Finn. Let's see what we're going to do. 36% fuel. Distinct Flow's also coming for some fuel on some new boots. There we go, right. So it looks like we're on the softs. Yep, and we're underway. There you go, Resistance ITA. He's just got his tyres changed. He's just getting the fuel loads coming in now. Here's Distinct Flow, also the same. Oh, pit crew look a little bit sluggish on that one. Max Out Finn, where is he? There he is. Resistance, there we go. Oh, it feels like an age has gone by. 44% fuel for Resistance, and he's on his way. Distinctly Flow. El Capaman is just coming in. God, it really does feel like forever the fuel's going in. Jesus Lord. Come on, there we go, and he's underway. El Capaman's out. Tyres are going on. And he's good. Everyone's decided to come in the pits. Obviously, lap 40 to 42, it seems to be the magic time for new boots, new fuel. New fuel, more fuel. Dylan's decided to join now. Everyone's coming in. Wow, look at that fueler. That's going in a lot faster. That is for El Capaman. How's he managing that? And he's underway, as is Anteria. Wow. Maybe they're doing a bit of a 1994 Benetton, taking the flow restrictors out. Interesting. Anyway, I digress. Antonio, done, 48% fuel, new tyres, and he's on the way. There's Dylan. 0119. Currently maintaining 9th position at the moment, but he may lose that. Giabardi's hit the pits now. 48% fuel. Giabardi's just coming in. Pit crew out, ready to receive. How's Toto Wolff doing? I-64's behind. A Blix VR been repaired. And he's gone quicker as well, so he's obviously enjoying these new tyres. Quarter of a second up on his personal best. There's Giabardi. So fuel's going in. Eric Slim will be just caught in there, just cutting the little bit of an apex there. A 26.7 second advantage over Max out Finn. So the top three are pretty much in a race of their own at the moment. We're on lap 44 out of 62. We're on an hour and 35 out of 36 minutes in. Everyone seems to have completed pit strategies now. Not that there's anybody else to come in. There we go. Ooh, that could end in tears. That's Giabardi of Resistance Italia. He's not going to be a happy bunny with that. A little bit of contact there for Giabardi. Can't help but feel there's a little bit clumsy considering that he is further down the order and potentially a lap down at this point. So Resistance is not going to be a happy bunny with that one. Oh dear me. There may be a few words with that one post-race, I would imagine. We can hear him squealing in the background. What position is he in? 11th. There we go. There's Resistance and Giabardi. You can't entirely blame that on lag. I mean, it looked like there was contact. It looked like there was a moment there, but then again, it's so hard to tell from when locked onto Giabardi that because he's bouncing all over the shop courtesy of the connection issue. So it's hard. It's difficult to say. There's a big gaggle of cars just up here. We go. Look at that, 4 cars on the back straight. So consists of Eric Slim. It's not Finn. I think it's going to be Razor by the looks of it. Yep, Razor for 8th position. He's got Storm Pace right in front of him now. Well, half a second. So he's obviously got a bit of a sniff of a chance of an opportunity for 7th position now. If this is the final stint now, no more pit stops, no more fuel strategies to be done. Everyone's going to be moving and grooving, ready for the next. Whoa, who's that that's just gone off there? Is that Storm Pace? The Storm Pace has gone off. He has. I was just looking away for a moment there, and he's gone. Razor 1024 is taking a position. Storm Pacer into the dirt. That's the second time we've seen that happen to him today. That's just cost him absolutely massive by about 5.5 seconds of his race time. Now let's give us Thomas Batty a bit of an opportunity now. And an incentive to see if he can get on. The sun is coming down. The lights are going on. The darkness is creeping in. And Thomas Batty has got a sniff of a chance to an opportunity now on Storm Pacer. His tyres are still going to be a bit dirty now, as you can see by the pace offset. And he's going to be rattled from that off. There we go. We see Thomas Batty is right alongside him now. Well, he's decided to duck back in. I think spin corner is going to be mighty hard to overtake around there. But if he can just maintain the... Oh, he's thinking about it. He just needs to be patient. Oh, he's going for it. He's going to send it. Oh, no, it was kind of a half-hearted. Storm Pace has gone wide. You can't help but feel that was kind of a bit clumsy there. He's only to send it or not. So, Thomas Batty up to 8th position. Storm Pacer down to 9th. There it is. So Storm Pacer's lost a couple of positions again. He's not going to be a happy bunny. Into 130. We've got 8.4 seconds down on his personal best time. Oh my goodness. That's a massive drop and deficit of speed. It's going to take a few corners and laps to clear up those tyres as well. Right, what's going up ahead on track? Oh, it's Razor and Slim, sorry. Storm Pacer's hitting the pits from 9th. He's obviously his tyres. If he's only got 3% fuel, his tyres must have been shot at that point. So he's coming in now. Eric Slim is still looking for a way around. Razor 1024 there. There's Storm Pacer now in currently 10th position. He's got what, 49, 50 seconds to Giabardi, so he should be okay with regards to distance and time. Looks like Resistance has actually made the move and actually got his track position back over him now. How much fuel is he going to put in? Well, on lap 45 out of 62. It's not long to go. Well, just there's a touch over 20 minutes of race time left. 17 laps of distance left. There's Giabardi now. Storm Pace has just come out in front of him. 50-second advantage slashed down to 8. How's Toto Wolff doing? He's okay. I-64 and a Blix pretty much made resumed position now. Oh, a couple of cars in the Spoon corner actually. Now what's going on with... Oh, it's Slim and Razor 1024. Currently Slim needs to be thinking about putting a lap on Razor, but he might just be using him for a bit of a drag. Try and maybe save fuel and tyres. Oh, no, there we go. Now's the time, he says. As Razor comes back onto the racing line and tucks in. There goes Avic Slim now into the chicane. Start another lap. We're on lap 46. Well, soon to be lap 47. There it is. Wow, a 58.8. Distinct Flow still does have the fastest lap at the moment, but kind of wonder whether Slim's going to put on a bit of a spurt towards the end now. Let's see if he can get himself some extend that lead somewhat. There's Max Out Finn, second position, 26.1 behind Slim, 28.4 ahead of Resistance, who might not be as bad actually, and probably have a bit more of a buffer to Distinct Flow if he didn't have that off when he came out the pits. There's Distinct Flow. Now, what's his sector times now? Is he putting on a bit of a spell or is he just cruising? Let's see. Line's coming up. Now we're putting on another spell. 10th and a half up on personal best and the best fastest lap at the moment. So let's see if he'll convert that into the new fastest lap of the race, which is currently at 158.362. He's 1/10th up, so it could be a 58.2. So he makes it through the chicane, which it looks like he did okay. 56, 57. No, he's down by 2/10, so he lost a little bit of time there. So something was happening in the last couple of corners there. Round he goes, El Capaman. Everyone's improving times, a personal best for himself. Current best of 158.9. So there's another one into the 58. Let's see what he can unleash then. 56, driving forward the line. Is it 58? It's 58.3. Wow, that's quite an improvement over his personal best. So a 59 was his personal best before that, and he did a 58.32. Wow, impressive. Here's Anturia. Got some blue flags all waving. Very striking livery on that BMW there. 6th position. Car singing nicely. Razor 1024. Thomas Batty. Everyone seems to be pretty well spread out through the field now. Everyone's probably thinking late lunges, such alike. Everyone's pretty good. Let's stick with a bit of Slim, shall we? Let's do a remainder of a lap with Slim, shall we? See how he does. See that Ferrari looks absolutely planted to the ground. It really does. Dunlop curb done. Then we go into the hairpin corner now. It's about just over a 10th up in personal best. 26.3 is the gap to the Max Out Finn. As we see, looks like there's Razor behind him still keeping him within visual shot anyway. Oh, look at that! Just takes just a lovely wide line out of the exit Spoon corner there onto the back straight, which will then lead us into 130. Let's see if he's up or down on the next sector. Looking pretty good. Yep, 2.3 tenths up on his personal best time. 58. Looks like a bit of dust was kicked up from the car in front there. Well, I've been one of the CWM's team. To the line we drive. Let's see what lap time we're going to get now. Yes, he is a 58.664. New personal best for Eric Schlim. How's the max out Finn doing? Fastest lap at 1:59.044. Everyone's putting on their fastest laps now. This is obviously the final spot. Everyone's doing a late lunge for the line. Here he goes. Right, through the last corner into the final final straight. Oh, he's a little bit down on his personal best. A little bit of a wobble somewhere. Here's Resistance ITA. 28 seconds behind Max Out Finn. 10.2 seconds ahead of Distinctive Flow. Currently lapping in the 1:59s. All of the grip and adhesion was being tested there through 130R. Into the hairpin goes, slows it down, jumps over a curb, maintains poise. There we go, into the back straight, main straight, sorry, pitch straight, whichever way you want to refer to it. 59.001. No more consistent lap times. How's Distinctive Flow doing? Well, he had a 2 minute on his previous lap time. And completed with our 58.387, which is just a few hundreds off of his personal best. 10 seconds is the gap to Resistance ITA now. How is that Caponia? The Capoman. 29 shy Distinctive Flow, 20.5 ahead of Nor Anterior. 58.7 was his last lap and his personal best. Can he improve on that time now? As we're coming through, driving to the line. Oh no, 7 tenths down, so a little bit of a wobble somewhere in the course of that previous lap. Anterior now. Just coming out 130R again into the hairpin. Blue flags are all waving, so the front runners are coming through. We won't be too much of a trouble. A 58.6 for Noah for Anterior, which puts him what, about 3 tenths off the fastest lap overall. So he's definitely unleashing a bit of pace there. 20 seconds. So El Capoman, Caponia, whatever it's called. And then Razor 1024 is behind by 6.7. As we just join him now, or them now. It's 4 seconds ahead of Thomas Batty. Running his race in the red and white liveried BMW, just coming through the S's now. I'm sure they need to call them the Senna S's, and it's not, it's just the S's. Oh, it's gone very wide there. Just at the top of the hill. That's not going to give the tyres much love. Nasty place to do it, especially with Dunlop curb now. The light is starting to fade now. We're at 49 laps in. An hour 47, an hour 48, so there's not long left. Stints will be coming to an end soon. We've only got about 12 laps left to go now. So I wonder if fatigue is going to be starting to become a bit of a factor now for these boys and girls. There's Thomas Batty. Fastest lap, another one in the 1:58.8 on lap 46. 3.2 shy of Razor, 4.9 ahead of Dylan. Giving it all of the beans that he can. Here comes Spoon Corner. Just needs to navigate through here, then we're on the back straight. We're going up the hill to 130. 130R, sorry. There's Dylan, 0119. Just exiting Spoon Corner himself. A massive advantage over Storm Pacer there. When Storm Pacer has been off a couple of times and he did have that extra pit stop, well not extra pit stop but pit stop. Oh, as we see Dylan's got a bit of a wriggle on there. He's actually up on his personal best time. Oh dear, that's not good. That's not going to help the tyres at all. Obviously, yep, let's see if he can maintain momentum. Very wide on 130R there. See if the Audi can push him even high. Oh, 2 tenths he lost on that one. Still pushing very, very hard though. There's Storm Pacer, blue flags are all waving. Is there resistance in the background? Might be, just make out it's a white car, so. There's Giabardi. 11th position. Interestingly, I think the lag seems to have been improved actually. He's not really bouncing around. Oh no, there it is, it's still there. I spoke too soon. Although it does look a little bit better, at least through that part of the track anyway. Oh dear, that was horrendous. Toto Wolf JP, 12th position, 20 seconds shy of Giovanni, 4.2 ahead of Hyde. Half a second down on his personal best time, which is a 1:59.581. Lap 49 out of 62. We've only got less than 10 minutes to go now. Oh, hello, what have we got going on here? We've got Hyde 64, Oblex VR. Looks like they're going to continue this conversation for 13th position on track. As currently, Hyde 64 is winning the argument, but Oblex VR has definitely got something to say about it. 1:59.4 in his fastest lap at the moment. 59.8 on the last one, so he's there or thereabouts. And there's Oblex VR that's just putting on a spurt now. We're also in the 58.7 to 2:58.7s to get himself back on terms. Can't help but feel there's obviously a coming together on 130 yard. The damage, the loss of time, the additional time in the pit stop has definitely hindered his race and made a massive impact to the overall time it's taken to navigate this race. But look at that, you can see it's so much visibly faster and more confident. He's really hustling that Hyde 64 at the moment. Hyde 64 is going super defensive. I mean, look at this, he's literally nose to tail, bumper to bumper. We're going to be wheel to wheel soon. We're 4/10 behind. There's definitely a pace advantage in favour of Oblex VR. Was he 3/10? Is he going to think about a late lunge into the hairpin? It's going to be pretty ballsy if he tries it. God, the camera angle's crap for there. No, it's not. He's thinking about it. He's going to see if... Whoa, there's a bit of a wiggle there on the tail. The Hyde 64 is going to lose in momentum and a bit of ground. Oblex VR is just pushing that a little bit more. Trying to unsettle him. There we go. Spoon corner's coming up now. He needs to maintain position with him now. See him get him to drag him all the way up the hill into 130R. And if he can't get through there, then late lunge him into the hairpin. He's thinking about it. Oh, well, there we go. Won't even have to. I think he'll get the move done before we get to 130R at this rate. Look at that. They're going side by side. Hyde 64 did go a little bit wide. He got wheels on the grass. Oblex VR's taken the lead. He's got him. Oblex VR up into 30th position. Hyde 64 down to 14th. Oh, and he goes wide as well. So he's obviously pushing as hard as he possibly dare with that car, but it's just a little bit beyond the limit. And Oblex VR has reaped the benefits now, up to 13th position. Hyde 64 down to 14th. And there's a 1 second gap. He's already built that in a matter of a couple of corners. And he's away. What's Hyde 64's lap time? A 2:01 comparative to a 1:59. Wow. The front runners are still doing their thing. Distinctive Flow still 7.9 seconds shy of resistance now. 10 laps to go. Not long. I think we might run out of time potentially. I think it's going to be on the bubble for sure. But unless something happens, this is going to be a win for Arik Slim. Current points awarded positions. We'll get 31 for first, 26 for second, 22 for third, 19 for fourth, 17 for fifth, 15th for sixth position, 13 points for 7th, 11 for 8th, 9 points for 9th position, 10 points gives you 7, 11th will give you 5, 12 will give you 4 points, 3 points for 13th and 2 points for 14th position. So there's all to play for, and it's looking pretty close in the standings at the moment. Anyone close on track? Everyone's spread out at the moment. There's Resistance Italia. ITA making its way through the chicane. Who's that in front of him? Is there going to be blue flags potentially? It's who is that in front now? Oh, it's what's his name? Storm Pacer. Yeah. There we go. Moves out of the way. Lets Italia Resistance through to continue on his way. Time is a ticking. Lap 53 out of 62. Whoa, a little bit of a wobble there for Resistance. One of the tyres are starting to go away from him. You've got to be thinking fatigue, got to be kicking in, especially for the steering wheel versus controller users. I mean, the steering wheel user obviously using your arm, controller using your thumbs, but either way, it's still 2 hours concentrating is very hard going on the sensors for sure. 1:54. There we go. Not long to go now. Times are creeping in. How's Mr. Slim doing? Mr. Slim is doing very well. He's on lap 53, about to start his 54th lap. And there we go. How about El Capaman? The name I've never got right in nearly 2 hours. There we go. Just heading away around turn 1 into the S's now. Fastest lap at 158.789. Previous lap at 208.876. What on earth happened there? That must have been a massive off on that one. Unfortunately, we missed it. There's a gaggle of 4 cars at the moment, currently hovering around Spoon Corner, which we shall get to momentarily. Have we got... Okay, no, it's okay. It's Razor, Dylan, Thomas Batty, Storm pacing Giabardi. 4 seconds separating him. He's got blue flags are waving. That's not resisting us. Distinctive flow that's now making its way through. So distinctive flow's got to try and find a way around this lot. It's going to be very tricky for him. Toto Wolff has got Oblex behind him by 1.4 seconds. Oblex has actually dropped Hyde 64 by nearly 4 seconds since we left him. That's impressive going for only a couple of laps. That's pretty, yeah. Toto Wolff now. So let's get locked onto Oblex VR in the Porsche. What's his lap time? Was that 58.9 versus Toto Wolff's 2 minutes 0.4. That's 2 seconds he took out of him. Oblex VR is put on an absolute stonker of a stint. And he's looking to make up ground. He wants that 12th position. Some good points to be had from that. And you can see by Toto Wolff's GP car's body language, he's pushing that thing above and beyond what he wants to do at this point in time. We can't help but feel that he's getting a little bit too close to the grass and the dirt. And these two have got a bit of a history in this race. There was a coming together. We didn't see all of it. We only saw the end of it in that Oblex VR. That had there was contact of some description or something happened, and he was in 130's R's wall. Caused damage, so you can't help but wonder if that's playing a factor playing in the back of his mind when he comes up to the back of him. Time of the ticket wise, it's where are we now? 157, on lap 53 out of 62. That's 1 hour 57 minutes, by the way, just to be clear. Lap 53 is well, this up 53 for these. Well, I think Slimps will be on 54 or 55 at this point in time. Curious to see how Oblex is doing. There's a couple of cars that are just heading into 130R at the moment. What if that's the distinctive flow, maybe? Yeah, it could be. It's distinctive flow. He was coming near Giabardi. They're very close, in fact. We'll try and let's have a look at that, actually. Yeah, it looks like distinctive flow has lapped Giabardi now. It looks like that was done either before or in the chicane. Not exactly the most ideal situation for it to be done, to be honest, but you know, it is what it is. Now we're back with Toto Wolff GP and Oblex VR. 12th position. It's looking snug. 4/10 is separating them now. So that was a 2 minutes .419 comparative to a 159.8. So yeah, the speed of it. I mean, look at that. At the end of the straight, it's got so much more top end on that Porsche. Right, there's a couple of cars that are getting a bit close to each other further up the field, actually. Oh, it's probably Giabardi and Storm distinctive flow, actually. Now, what's happening with 130Rs? Again, there's two more cars that are very tight together. 130R. I wonder if we can find those two. Excuse me while I flip through. I don't know who they are. Ah, here we go. Right. So it's Razor and Dylan. 7th and 8th. These two are very close. 2/10. 1/10. Here we go. Looks like Dylan's going to make the move. We're going side by side down the main straight into turn 1. Late stages of the race now. All to be taken for. Neither of them are going to lift. Looks like it's going to be in favour of Razor 1024 in this particular moment. It is. He's got the inside line. Defended it beautifully and got it. We're back to Toto Wolff JP and Oblex VR. 2/10 between them. Oh, this is getting nip and tuck now. Is he going to make it? Well, he's thinking about it. Maybe. Spoon completed. 130 yards are coming. He's got the pace. The speed's there. But the laps are just running out. We're at 54 laps now. There's not long left. It's a lot side by side. He's going to try on the outside of 130R. He's thinking about it, but no, he's not. Toto Wolff JP measures him perfectly and maintains position. 12th place, holds on to it. He's got to think about regroup and try again. How's Dylan and Razor? They're still going at it, hammer and tong at the moment. Nothing between them, literally hundredths of a second in favour of Razor at the moment. Dylan's got the inside line going into Spoon. He just needs to hang him out. Oh, he's alongside. Is there contact? It's hard to say. Lag is a factor. There we go. He's got him. Oh, they're still going to stay one side by side. They've gone side by side into Spoon, side by side into and up the back straight, up the hill now. Who's it going to be for 130? Who's it going to come to now? Who's got the biggest set of cojones? Oh, look at that. Looks like Razor 2024 just chopped across the front of Dylan. Maintains position. This is a battle for 7th position, sorry. Let's stick with him just where we go down into turn 1. Oh, look at that. It's getting very nip and tuck. He's sucking in behind him. He wants all of the draft, all of the potential coasting from up behind him with the less wind resistance. Can he go? He pulls out to the outside, does Razor. No, he doesn't. He takes the racing line. Oh, Dylan's going to send up the inside. He's got him. Looks like Razor went a little bit wide, a little bit hesitant on the exit there, and Dylan saw the opportunity, saw the gap, and he took it straight into turn 1. Second part done. There we go. Now he's got to maintain the position. Now Razor 1024 won't have liked that. It was almost like a late lunge, that was. And he's with him. He's got him. Oh, this is going to get very, very dicey and very juicy between these two. Dylan's just got to make his car exceptionally wide in certain points of the track, and Razor won't have a chance to get him. There we go. He's off and he's away. Oh, makes it through the second part. Dunlop Kirby. We go into the hairpin now. 5/10. He just needs to extend that nibble by nibble now and get ahead. He should be okay. I think he might be alright now, provided there's no other shenanigan going on. Let's have a look at the Toto Wolff, JP and Oblix VR. 3/10 now he needs to get, see if he can do the same thing so we can get a repeat of what we just saw with Razor and Dylan. Oh, these two are battling now. Here we go. Oh, no, not quite. God, blimey, well, they're getting tight and tough, nip and tuck between these two. Dylan is maintaining position over Razor. He's just got a little bit of advantage. He's just stretching the lead now. He's almost up to a second now. I think he's gone massively wide in 130. Oh, onto the dirt boat, all 4 wheels covered in muck and mud and grass. Now, if he manages to get it slow down and clean them up before the chicane. Oh dear, that's given Razor a little bit of a sniff now. Where are we now? We're lap 57 out of 62. Time is a ticking. Looks like I think Dylan might have this one sewn up by now. Oh, hello. Something's happened here. Have we had contact? Something's happened. I don't know whether a Blix went into the back of him or Toto outrun himself. I would say, by how we found it, I think a Blix might have just touched him in the back. There we go, which is why he didn't take the position. If it was, good sportsmanship by the pair of them. Waited for the other one to get on track and then resume the battle. But it looks like they're going to go at it again. I hope there's not damage for either of them, because that's going to be affecting things. Oh, looks like they've got a little bit wide there, so he's what, 3/10 shy. He's going to need a good drag up the hill. There you go. Toto Wolff JP goes super defensive into 130R. There you go, Toto Wolff. Defensive now, Oblix VR. Thinking about, oh, look at sparks and stuff kicking out the side of the car there. Lap 56 out of 62. If Oblix VR wants a position, he'll have to make it happen soon. Let's go. How is Eric Slinderby? He's on lap 58 out of 62. He's only got 4 to go. And he's minding his own business, just doing his thing. Max out Finn for second position. Been quite a lonely race for them. Resistance has had some things to do. And Distinctive Flow has got that gap. That was at 7 seconds earlier. Now, what's happened here then? So, He's been lapping in the low 59s for quite consistently for a while. What happened to Resistance? Nothing. He's just literally just been off the pace. Distinctive Flow has got that lap time down from what was effectively 7-8 seconds, now down to 2.3. Interesting. Or Oblex and VR will continue their battle. Looks like the weather has held. God, these two really are going hammer and tongue at the moment. High, they're dropping high at 64. They're not really closing in on Giobatti. Distinctive Flow is just coming up to the 2-second barrier now. Although his pace is 1.3 off, I think. I wonder if there's a bit of a fuel or tyre issue going on there. Lap 58 out of 62. 4 to go. Not long left. If there's going to be any overtaking, any shenanigans, any type of battling, positions need to be done and decided soon. 59. 3 to go. Can Distinct Flow, who has pretty much monopolised the fastest lap position of this race, can he get on terms with Resistance and swipe, which what would be pretty much a commanding third place? Can he pinch it in the dying breaths of this race? He's very close. He's very, very close. 1.9 now. As we see, Suzuka are very close. There's Toto Wolff and Oblex VR going into turn 1. Side by side. Oblex VR just got a nose ahead then. Oh, look at that. Bloody hell, this going wide. Is he going to leave him room? No, he's not. He's going to show him the door. Cold shoulder given and received. Oblex VR maintains 13th, while Toto Wolff defends 12th. There you go. S's have been completed now. Dunlop curb is next. Well, sorry, it's just finishing the S's. Dunlop up the hill into Dunlop curb. Oh, these two are going to be lit. I hope this really doesn't come to blows. But it's getting awfully, awfully close. Goes into the final part of Dunlop now. Here comes the hairpin. Half a tenth. Why is that camera angle like that? It's so poor. It really is. Oh, the back end's kicked out there on Toto Wolff JP. Just about maintains it. But he's going to lose him a little bit of ground. You see the deltas there. He's down to 2.2, 2.2, 2.0, 1.8, 1.5, 1.4. Is he going to send it? Oh, he's thinking about it. He's tantalisingly close. It's so much on the bubble. Oh, he's got alongside. He's on the inside of him up until the back straight. He's done him. Oblex VR's done him. So Toto Wolff JP has obviously gone a little bit wide on their final part of Spoon Corner. And Oblex VR has taken the opportunity and the advantage and the position from him. Now we're leading into 130R. Now can he break away? 2/10 advantage. So there's a little bit of a slip there in the final part of Spoon, and he's got him. There he goes, up to 12th position. Toto Wolff JP down to 13th. Oblex VR up to 12th. A 2:01 comparative to a 1:07 to a 2:01. So 6/10 lap time difference between the two. It's not a massive offset, but obviously it's enough. Let's see if we can go through the field. See, I'm sure there's yep. Thomas Batty is catching up on Razor. 10:20. I wonder if his tyres are going away, because that's another one that's coming out. So where are we? Lap 59. Lap 60 for Eric Slim. In fact, soon to be lap 61, I believe. Yep, not long to go. Lap and a half, well, lap and a bit. There's Distinct Flow. He's got a second. He's catching up on Resistance TA now. I wonder if Resistance is just cruising. Has he got a fuel issue, or is it more of a tyre thing, or what's going on? But he's dropped a second since the last time we saw him, and these two are going to be closing for a bit of a crescendo finish, I think. This is going to be nip and tuck. Distinctive Flow has got 2 laps to do him to take the final podium paying position away from Resistance ITA, who's been in that position pretty much throughout the duration of this race. Oh, he's flashing his lights. He's obviously trying to distract him while he goes into 130R. Personally, I'm not a fan of that tactic. I think it's a load of shit and they shouldn't do it. But if you want a position, you want a position, I suppose. Not a fan of that. I don't like it. And my opinions of it are that there's that. But whatever works for you. It's obviously not affecting resistance in the slightest. He's obviously hardened to it and just think, well, bring it on, homeboy, I'm taking it. And he's doing it again. He's still flashing it. Into turn 1 we go. Resistance maintains position, half a second ahead now. Let's just have a quick cap through the rest of the field. I think everyone else is pretty much spread out now, with the exception of Razor and Thomas Batty, who is literally pretty much crawling all over the back of him right now. Oh, the side by side out of the hairpin. Razor's just ahead of Thomas Batty at the moment. How are the resistance doing? The resistance distinctive flow battle is continuing on. Spoon corner for Razor 1024. Thomas Batty now. Dunlop curb for resistance and distinctive flow. Oh, it's all kicking off. I've got multiple battles across the field right now. I'm trying to keep track of. Whoa, Thomas Batty goes a little bit wide out the exit turn of Spoon corner now. Up the hill we go. 130R is approaching. Excuse me. At least he's not flashed him. Here we go, 130R. Looks like he's not going to be there to make it through. Lap 60, 61. There's not long to... Whoa, Thomas Batty got a massive big tank slapper onto 130R. Sent him wide. Through the chicane they go. All's hunky-dory. Let's have a look. Resistance and distinct flow. 3/10, 3.5 1/10 separated. There's absolutely nothing between it. Here we go. Up the hill to 130R. And almost some flashy lights are going to be happening again. He says, look at me, I'm a Christmas tree. Always going side by side. 130R is happening. Is he just ahead? No, he's not. Oh, there's a cut there. Oh, these two are nipper-tutter. We're going to see a battle into the chicane. Is it Senna and Prost? Oh, nearly. Distinct flow is ahead. Does him into third position. Takes him into the chicane. There we go. Third position now. His resistance going to try and come back at him into turn 1. We're on the final lap. Eric Slim is going to be finishing soon, but I don't want to move away from this. He's alright. He's fine. He's on his Todd. These two are weaving left and right, up and down, wheel to wheel, side to side, and resistance can't seem to find and get a measure of distinct flow. He is ahead. He's maintaining. How's Eric Slim? He's in Spoon corner at the moment. Just making sure we're not missing any other further battles on track. Giabardi and Storm Pacer about 1.8. I think that might be resolved by now. There's Slim. Distinct flow is maintaining third position currently. But Eric Slim is up in the front leading this race. He's led it from start. He's going to lead it all the way to the finish. It's going to be flag to flag victory. We're just coming out of 130R. We're going into the chicane. There we go. Just got to navigate the chicane. One more light right-hander to go. Come on, camera, catch up. There it is. Eric Slim is flashing. He's coming across the line. He's going to win. And he does it. Victory for Eric Slim. Max Finn will be in second position. Distinct flow is somewhere. There he is. And he's got resistance behind him. Here comes Max Finn now out of 130R into the chicane himself. Is that his teammate in front of him? Colour coded potentially. There's distinctive flow. He's just coming into outer Spoon corner. Oh, excuse me. Oh, is it a side by side? They're going to go wheel. Of course they are. Formation finish. Lovely bit of driving there. Distinct flow. Third position. Got half a second advantage of resistance trying to come back at him, and he's returning the flash in favour. Into 130 they go. Oh no, he's gone massively wide. Resistance has gone wide. He's hit the brakes. He's gone for a massively last minute late lunge. Tries to send one up the inside of Distinct Flow. It wasn't going to happen though. Come on, camera, catch up. There we go. Distinct Flow maintains third position. Resistance down to fourth. There it is. Il Capomone. Here he is, fifth position. Gonna bring it home. Is anyone else distant? I think everyone else pretty much is finished. Storm Pacer, we've got Oblex VR, Toto Wolf, and going through. Oh, Kappa man. He's just coming up the back straight now. Going to enter 130R for the final time. There he goes. He's driven a quite a lonely race. He has, I would say. Very consistent, but very lonely. There we go. One more chicane to navigate, and then he's done. Through we go. Cool as a cucumber. There we go, to the line for 5th position. Boom, and he's there. Noah Anterior. Comes home for 6th position and he takes it. And is there anyone else on track, or have we all completed the race? That is it. Excusez-moi. Well, there we go. Everything is done, dusted and finished for this event. Right, so the results, as per GT7, are as follows. Eric Slim comes home in 1st position. Max Outfin for 2nd. Distinctive Flow in 3rd with the fastest lap of 1:58.362. Resistance ITA for 4th. El Capoman is in 5th position. CWM Noah Anterior is in 6th. Dylan 0199 is in 119, sorry, is in 7th position. Razor 1024 for 8th. Javier Giabardi is in 9th. 10th position is CWM Storm Pacer. 11th, Oblix VR. 12th, Toto Wolf JP. 13th is Hyde 64. And 14th, interestingly, is Thomas Batty. Now, wonder what happened there. Obviously, we saw a very premature disconnect, but essentially, that's that. Wow, that's not good. He's not going to be happy bunny about that, potentially, if that's the classified results. Right, so we'll leave that doing its thing. And I'll just check with Race Control if there's anything else they want from me. So bear me 1 second. Cracking race by everybody. Let's make sure we get the replay saved and to make sure we don't lose any particular... Oh, God. Replay saved to my lobby. Thank you very much. There we go. Keep hold of that just to make sure. Right. So we're waiting for everybody to make sure that everyone has DQ'd, disconnected as they feel need. And hopefully we should all be hunky-dory, shenanigan-free and everything else. Everyone's disconnected now, so I think pretty much we'll bring the stream to an end momentarily. We'll just literally wait for confirmation. Right, confirmation confirmed. With that being said, thank you very much for joining and watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Take care of yourselves. I've been MailTech721. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.